Now, isn't it strange? When it comes to the British Museum gets on its high horse, quite literally its high horse, judging from some of the horses around the top level of the British Museum and the gallery for the Parthenon marbles, sometimes called the Elgin marbles. It gets on its high horse and says, well, we are the best protector of this worldwide art. And did we clean the stuff with pumice stones? No, no. Well, we did actually, and we ruined the patina on the marble. Did we save the stuff from being thrown into the Mediterranean? Well, not entirely, because some of the ships that Elgin was using to transport the marbles capsized, and so some of the marbles from the Acropolis are unfortunately at the bottom of the Mediterranean. And have we protected all the artefacts in the British Museum? Well, clearly not. Again, an antiquities dealer apparently alerted the museum in 2021 that somebody was trying to sell some of the things that he had purloined, like going into Woolworths and selecting from the pick and mix and not paying on the way out, or from a Tesco's grabbing an extra melon or a banana that you, or nibbling the occasional grape as you go past the fruit section. Well, apparently it's not just the occasional brooch, the occasional ring, or perhaps an ornate sword or a little cameo of a silhouette. Or no, it's about 1,500 little objects, maybe big objects, maybe a bust here and there. And most of the stuff has been taken from downstairs and behind the area that the ordinary public would access, the area reserved really for academics. So maybe there's a few Greek vases that have gone astray. But as a result of this person who contacted the British Museum, the director, Mr. Fisher, said that the museum had concerns 2 years ago about a number of items that had gone missing, and serious concerns. And then they had an investigation and concluded that those items that they were worried about were all accounted for. But they had reason to worry about other items and about an individual who had raised concerns that there were more items in his possession, and it's frustrating that was not revealed early enough in their investigation. So a full audit was carried out in 2022, and this revealed that something like 1,500 items were missing. And that person, I believe, is now being questioned by the police, but no arrest has been made. I don't quite understand. I mean, did he not have these things sort of stashed away in his attic? I imagine a sort of Fagin-like character. In this life, one thing counts. But maybe I'm completely wrong. I mean, I next time I go into the British Museum, I'll be looking for shady individuals out of Dickens, prowling around, trying to work out what they can stick into their trouser pocket. Do you remember back in the 1970s there was a lot of speculation about shoplifting, and I'm sure Suella Braverman is going to encourage all the speculation to carry on again. And I remember there was a person called Isabel Barnett, and apparently she had a shoplifter's coat with additional pockets, like some sort of magician's coat that you could stuff things into. And or maybe there are people in the British Museum running around the place with these little coats, looking at looking at Greek vases and slipping them in. And I don't know. The imagination goes wild, doesn't it? I suppose it's one way to democratize the exhibition, to get the exhibition out to the people. Just as swipe an object and see where it takes you. I imagine it takes you to prison.